Why do you need others APPR? Roval? You know my voice is a little different. No, I'm not a robot. It's just a gift the universe gave me. I'm giving you 5 seconds to get used to it. Here we go. Their approval was never about you. You used it as proof for yourself. To say, so I am valuable. But they never knew this. You played this game alone. Always alone. Now you've fallen into the middle of the video. Let's rewind. Let's start over. The main question appears to be this. Why do you need the approval of others? No, that's not the real question. The real question is this. If they didn't approve, who would you be? I won't answer this question now. Maybe I won't answer it at all. But it will stay with you until the end. Have you noticed something? When you enter a room, your eyes scan automatically. Who greeted me how? Whose face genuinely smiled? You do this without thinking. Like a reflex. Some people never do this. They never do it. Why do you do it? When did the scanning begin? At what age did you learn this? Don't forget this. We'll come back to it. Think. How many times did you say yes when there was a no inside you? How many times did you laugh when you didn't want to laugh at all? How many times did you stay silent when you had so much to say? You think these disappeared. They didn't disappear. They accumulated. Where are your accumulations going? I'll put this on hold too. Imagine a scene. Friday night. Your phone vibrates. A planned meetup in a group chat. You haven't been invited. What was your first thought? What did I do wrong? Right? You immediately questioned yourself. Not them. Yourself. Isn't this very familiar? For instance, I always strive to do the best and be perfect. People don't want me around either. And I live with disappointment every single time. Do you remember I asked about that scanning reflex? The answer is simple, but disturbing. You learned this when you were little, in a home where love was conditional, or in a classroom, or in a group of friends. Someone was watching you, and you adjusted yourself to be approved. That reflex was born there. Here is the first truth. You are not seeking approval. You are seeking safety. Approval for you was proof of safety. But there is a new question. Why is safety still this fragile? Years have passed. You have grown up. Why are you still the same child when you enter a room? I am going to say this. You will be uncomfortable. You are not your own harshest critic. You borrowed the voice of others. That voice is now inside your head. Whose voice was that really? Your mother's? A teacher's? Or someone you never even knew? You will learn this in the end. The first reason is this. When you were a child, love was a reward. It would come when you did something. In return for your grades, your behavior, your silence. The dinner table. You hold out your report card. If she smiles, you relax. If she doesn't smile, you shrink. This wasn't a one-time thing. It was repeated hundreds of times. And you learned love is earned. Love is not given. A friend told me I had to serve to get chocolate. I also started doing everything to earn love. That's why now, in every room, you are holding out an invisible report card. This is exactly what you do. Do you remember I asked about those accumulated knewthis? The answer is becoming clear now. They didn't disappear. They turned into that voice that whispers to you today. You are never enough. The second reason is this. Being excluded from a group once threatened survival. Really, a part of your brain still perceives it this way. The high school hallway. A group is laughing. You laugh too without understanding the joke. Because not laughing meant being visible. You made yourself small to be accepted. Over and over. For example, to get a job, I stayed silent through all the insults. You still do the same thing today. You lower your voice. You pull back your opinion. This is exactly what you do. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself. The third reason is this. Over time, you no longer needed the observer outside. Because you moved them inside. An empty room. No one is there. But you still regulate a movement. Thinking, how does this look? You fix your hair. Even though no one is looking. That eye is now your eye. But it still looks with their gaze. The last time, when no one was home, I looked in the mirror. No one was coming home. Just me and the mirror. You have now become your own spectator. And this spectator never applauds. This is exactly what you do. This pattern repeats everywhere. In relationships, you never said an idea you thought wouldn't be approved. At work, you never asked for the raise you deserve. In family, saying no felt like betrayal. When talking to yourself, you looked through their eyes first, then your own. In social settings, you stayed silent because speaking meant risk. That social setting just now, my silence to get that job. Did you notice? They all come from the same root. Now stop for a moment. Take a breath. It's hard to accept this because this shows that the author of your own life was not you. The author was always outside. You just read their sentences and believed them. And now the real question comes. If they disappeared today, if no one watched you, no one, what would you do? Which decision would you change? Which sentence would you say for the first time as you are? Think about this for 1 second. Just 1 second. Because the answer will surprise you. Here is the truth. Their approval was never the goal. It was just a proof that proved you exist. But seeking proof is a never-ending search. Because what you are looking for was never outside. You weren't seeking their approval. You were seeking your own approval, just by passing it through their faces. And that's why no approval was ever enough for you. Never. And it never will be. Let's go back to the beginning. I asked, if they didn't approve, who would you be? Now you know the answer. I won't say it. you already know. Maybe you noticed. This seeking of approval is also fed by a search for control. We will return to that another day. This is the final question. Today, if no one was watching you, what would you change? You know the answer. You don't like it, but you know it. Come with me. In the next video, I talked about you. Subscribe to my channel and find more content for yourself.